Hi, I'm Dawn Michelle and this is Makeup or Breakup Blog. And today I'm going to shoot a little bit of a different video. This is going to be showcasing several products, and I wanted to put this on a specific vein, things that I've used that I may have changed my mind on. So maybe that'll give you an idea. And I'm just going to give some semblance, hopefully, of a cohesiveness in this. I'm gonna put my glasses, my reading glasses on, and let's get this going. The reason why I came up with this concept is because I'm noticing that I'm gathering a lot of containers, and over time, using these products, I found that some products have been hit or miss, some have strengths, others weaknesses. Not every product is going to be perfect and work for everybody, so I keep that in mind. Plus, I have combination skin, something else to keep in mind. My skin needs are not as drastic as some other people's. Even though I have dry hair and an oily T-zone, I also don't have to deal with issues such as acne. I don't have to deal with scarring. So, thanks to genetics, also, that helps. I have been focused now that we've stayed indoors and we've had less places to go, and now we're kind of alone with our thoughts more, as to what I should be doing to take care of me. That's been a vital importance. Normally I'm running around, and I still am to a degree, reaching out to people through Zoom as opposed to always constantly either see people, to assist them, guide them, work with them. It's a different challenge now, having to do everything on Zoom. Everybody has their different schedules. Everybody has their own trials and tribulations going on behind the scenes. So it's about trying to balance me at this point. That's all I can control. So with hair care, I have been having issues with my hair acting up to the point that at times it has fallen out in clumps. This is scary. And I made an appointment with my doctor. Of course, with the doctors, everything is virtual. I did have to go in for some blood work, and it turned out that my vitamin D levels were not there. I drink milk every day, at least once a day. Thank goodness, at least I'm doing that. But what's happening is, because I'm not outside every day getting my 10-minute exposure to sun as I'm walking to and from the train station, or going to school, which is a good 10-minute walk from the train station, getting that exposure to vitamin D, like full-on exposure, it's affecting my body to the point that I have very low levels. It's taken a dive, my vitamin D levels. And apparently this affects skin and hair. What do you know? So I decided to do a plan with my doctor. I'm trying to find where I can get more greens into my body to also help with the vitamin D levels. For now, I've also been given a super pill, like a super vitamin D pill to take temporarily in the meantime. And I've also decided to work on what I have with my hair. How can I do anything with it? The products I've been using has been the Briogeo Scalp Revival. And this has been game-changing. This contains charcoal and coconut oil. Coconut oil, as we know, soothes, smooths, has fat in it, and charcoal is to help cleanse and remove and absorb any oils. So this to me has been really gentle. I expected this to completely dry out my scalp. It does not. I get a nice healthy clean. My scalp doesn't feel tight. It doesn't feel itchy. It doesn't feel scratchy. I can't use regular shampoos anymore at this point because my scalp ends up feeling really itchy and dry. And then the next day, because my scalp feels so tight and dry, the scalp in turn then overproduces the oils, the natural oils that you have, the sebum, and then I end up looking like I never washed my hair for like 3 days. And I have fine wavy hair, and that just can't work. I don't have the volume in my hair to say, oh, I start looking like it just doesn't look good. So because of that, and because it makes me look like I have even bigger patches, like patches on my head basically, that's why I have started using this, and this has been amazing. I think I just apply it to the scalp first. I wet the hair, I apply this to the scalp. I also wet the scalp. It's very important. You have to make sure that the water is reaching your scalp. Apply this like in a scoop. This does not have a scoop, and it doesn't come in a tube. At least not this one does. I prefer the tub because I can control how much I need. And I have a fairly large head, so I have to do here, the sides, the top, the back, and I want to make sure that I get every spot and massage my head as I'm doing this, and then work it out. And it gives a slight pleasant tingle. It smells delicious. It smells a little peppermint, I might say. I will put the ingredient list here, but I highly recommend Briogeo if you're having issues with your scalp, or your hair is changing and it feels dry and you don't know what's going on, but at the same time you don't want to wreck your scalp by over shampooing. This may be the way to go. Then every week or every other week, I slather my hair with this stuff. This stuff is amazing. I'm almost done with this. This is the Briogeo hair mask. This is awesome. I put this in I don't put this in every day because again, it can weigh down your hair. So I do this for the rest of my hair because it becomes like straw and I just need to get some moisture in there. So I put that in. Now, a product that I haven't been using that I used to use is the Stafford treatment, the hair treatment. This is to help lengthen your hair because my hair has been breaking off. Yeah, so that hasn't helped. So I can't get length if it's constantly breaking off, or I have to keep cutting it because it's so dry. So I started initially using this, and this is sort of like a hair mask similar to this. It's like almost the same texture, just a different scent and obviously a different color. Because I had heard such rave reviews about how it helps you grow out your hair. It does not make it grow faster. All this stuff does is to help your hair so it doesn't break off. It does not suddenly make your hair grow lush. It doesn't do that. I need a product that makes my hair grow in lush. Now, one other hair product that I have been using, which totally caught me by surprise because this is not something that I bought. This is something I got in a beauty subscription. I believe it's with FabFitFun. And this is Voir. Now I said Voir, V-O-R. It's actually, that's an I next to it that they incorporated with the R. So it's actually Voir, V-O-I-R. And this is their Rhythm of the Rain Hair Mask and Scalp Detox. This is similar to, but not completely similar to Briogeo's Scalp Revival. This involves charcoal, and this has a totally different texture than this. I'll show you. Oh, this stuff is heaven. Okay. So they're both like creams, like masks, like the cream masks. This comes off like a very, I'll show you a little bit of it here. It's just a, you see I've used it quite a bit. This has a nice scent. It's a little thick, almost like a thick hair cream almost. It's very thick. So what you do with this is you wet your hair, wet your scalp, make sure everything is wet, especially the scalp. And then you take this, apply it between your hands, mostly your fingers, and then you work it on the scalp. The same way you would do with this. You take it on your fingers on a wet scalp and start working it at the scalp. You're not touching your hair. You're working out from the scalp to the hair, but it's mostly to get in at the scalp to clean it, and this also soothes it. When I use either one of these products, my scalp does not feel itchy, dry, or tight afterwards. It's amazing. The added bonus for this that I see that's different from the Scalp Revival is that this gives me an extra conditioning in the fact that when I wash this out of my hair, I don't need conditioner. I don't. My hair ends up being really shiny, almost, dare I say it, healthy looking. So that's the difference between this and this. I don't get that shininess factor. I get that clean, scalp feels nice thing, but my hair doesn't then turn into like a relaxed state that it gets shiny and looks smooth. With this, it looks shiny and smooth, the hair, because when you're rinsing it out, the rest of the product is coming into your hair, and I guess on the way out, as it comes out of your hair, it conditions. I don't get that same sensation with this, which is interesting. Because I love this one so much, when FabFitFun had an add-on sale, I had to get this. And this is the Perfecting Prism. This is an interesting product that I've also been using recently, simply because of my inspiration with Briogeo and having my experience with this, their initial Rhythm of the Rain. This one is called Perfecting Prism, and this is what's exciting about this. This is a color protecting pre-shampoo treatment. I don't know about it color protecting, but what's interesting about this is that this is for, you put this the same way in your scalp, but instead of having your hair wet or your scalp wet, you put this on when your head is dry. So you apply this, it's a little thick. It looks almost like a clay mask, right? It doesn't have any like pieces or anything in it. It's just like a bit gooey, you know, like a lotion or a serum. And again, you take it in between your fingers if you can, and you start working it in the scalp. Your hair and your scalp is dry. This works out whatever product you may have in your hair, like let's say dry shampoo or hairspray, anything that has reached the scalp though. And this helps to loosen and get out the dry shampoo you may be using or anything that may have landed in the scalp with any styling product. And then you kind of work it out to the rest of your dry hair the best you can. You leave it on for 10 minutes, you jump in the shower, okay? Then you wet your hair and you start to work it out. And oh my goodness, when I look at my fingers from the dry, because I use dry shampoo to just give my hair some kind of dimension and thickness, and I see the product from all the styling products I use, I see them on my fingers that I didn't realize, I didn't think about it, it lands on the scalp. So anything that's there, it gets slowed off nicely, you know? And like I said, either one of these products, they don't have any, you know, pieces in there. So you don't have to worry about anything scraping your scalp. This is merely just to remove that layer of dirt that is on your scalp that along with dead skin that needs to be slowed off. It takes care of that. So I highly recommend these two products. This is a pre-shampoo product that you do right before you wash your hair, and this you can use in the shower. Amazing, amazing. Okay, now we moved away from hair. Now I'm gonna look a little at skin. So, as I mentioned, working from the inside out, I've started taking up using Nature's Bounty Hair, Skin, and Nails, which includes biotin. I started using this also to help with my hair and with my skin. And do I see a noticeable change? I haven't been using it this long, only for a few weeks, like less than a month. I haven't noticed any substantial change, but it's always good to get a multivitamin in, and these taste really good. It's a little sugary. These have the strawberry flavor. I used to take these a few years ago and then I stopped, so I'm trying these again. Thank you so much for joining me on my latest rambling a bit video on what I've been using, what I've been about, what I'm, you know, going back and forth with as far as my skin and hair care. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you use any of the products that I featured here? Have you tried any? What are your self-care go-tos? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, and even better, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you will know my next video will be up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video adventure. Take care. Stay safe. Bye.